What's happening, guys? I'm Dan. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for being here. Let's go. We're back to craft beer. It's been a couple days since I reviewed. Just been really busy, working a lot, just not making enough time for beer reviews, guys, but I'd like to take a little bit of space in between some reviews from time to time. So back at it, at least for now. We have the Oddside Citra Raddler. I've never seen this in distribution, but this will be my first go and attempt at this one, guys. It's $11.99 for a sixer. And what we have is basically a Citra Raddler, bright and refreshing. The original flavors of our Citra Pale Ale with more intense and sweeter grapefruit taste. 4.1% alcohol by volume. Manufactured on 4/10/24. Today's the 23rd of June, so time of recording. Yeah, this isn't super fresh, I guess, time of recording. But going into summer, this makes sense. I'm not one for Raddlers typically. I'm going to be honest. It's not my go-to beer. It's not something I typically grab off the shelf. But I do like Oddside, so I thought I'd give this a shot, guys. So single hop pale ale, they're calling this. Yeah, 4.1, not very high in the ABV spectrum. On the Richter scale, we will just go to it and see what it's about. Guys, hope you're doing well. Again, I've been very busy, and I think I deserve a beer today. So if you want to call this one, it is still that poor Michigan glassware, because that's what we do on this channel. If you ever want one, hit me up, DM me, message me, whatever you want. I can get you a glass, guys. So Oddside Citra Raddler. So again, I think their Citra Pale Ale is like their flagship IPA, or a flagship beer rather. I think it's like 5.75%. So this one, 4.1, quite a lot less than that flagship beer, guys. We're pouring it. It looks like a normal pale ale, really. There's nothing abnormal about it. I wouldn't say it's any lighter or brighter than any of the others in its category. It's got a little small foamy head sitting on top, nothing too incredible. We have moderate carbonation streaming to the top. Can see through it a little bit, but it's quite hazy. Looks the part, guys. Let's see if it smells like a Citra Raddler. Let's see what we got. So, yeah, I mean, it's fruity, it's bright, it's not like super poppy or aromatic. It's got a little bit of grapefruit pith, it's got a little bit of sweetness from the flesh of the fruit. It does smell pretty sweet and pithy at the same time, so I don't think it's too overly sweet, because that's just not what my palate typically likes. Again, Raddler's not really my thing, but we do have in this, again, grapefruit soda and natural flavor. So is this going to be on the sweet end of the spectrum? I imagine, but we'll give this a go. It smells good. It smells pretty light and easy sipping. But it's not like super aromatic. Again, it's not like it's really popping. I'm not getting like too much of the base Citra Pale Ale on this one. It's not like it's wowing me by any means. But it smells fresh. It smells like juice in some way. It smells like there's fresh squeezed grapefruit in this as well. So guys, let's give it a shot. The Citra Raddler. Cheers, Prost. Let's go. Yeah, it's sweet. Yeah, it is good, I will say. So it's actually sweeter and like thicker than I thought. It feels like something's been put into this. Obviously, it's that grapefruit soda, I can tell. It's really smooth. I will say it blends into the hop profile of this very well, but I don't know if the Citra is really showing itself. Like, it's becoming just more of like a Northwood soda. I guess up in northern Michigan we have this soda company, right? So it feels like it's been, you know, you went up and ordered this at a restaurant. Like, you're gonna get a Coke or a soda, if you will, and you're gonna go up to that fountain, you know, the fountain machine, whatever, and you're gonna get the soda popping out of there, and you're gonna get a drink, and maybe you'll fill it up again. You know what I mean? That's what I'm getting vibes of, like a grapefruit soda, like it states. A little bit of carbonation, definitely zippy and easy sipping. It is light and refreshing though, like it states, and sweeter grapefruit taste. Yeah, I mean, they're saying all this, so I guess I shouldn't be shocked by what the flavor is. Definitely like a touch artificial. It's not bad though. I will say, like, you can tell there's a base of a beer here somewhere. You have to dig a little bit for it. But it's certainly like a nice blend of the Citra Pale plus the grapefruit soda put together. And it does come across as like a lemony, shandy kind of Raddler at the end of the day. Very good for summer sipping. If you're not a beer drinker, you probably will still like this quite a bit. And if you are a beer drinker, let's put it that way, you might not like this, because it doesn't really remind me of a beer. Like, yes, there is some sort of marriage of the both worlds happening in this glass, but it's underwhelming on the beer perspective of things. Like the Citra Pale Ale, I'm not feeling it. Like if I did this blindly, I wouldn't probably be able to tell you that it's a mix of a base of a beer plus a grapefruit soda. I would just think it's more that grapefruit soda, more of the fountain drink kind of thing. There's a slight bit of that malt character in there. You have to dig for it. If I did this blindly, I might think that something's off with this grapefruit soda, but it really might just be that the base malts kind of just kicking into play at the end here. Not too much bitterness, not too much IPA hoppy qualities. There's nothing that really reminds me that this is definitively a beer at the end of the day. It's a nice mix though. Again, maybe kind of a cool hybrid kind of style drink for summer that is 4.1%, and it's hard to tell there's any alcohol in this. So I will say creation and creativity and novelty of it, very nice, A+ on that side of things. And you might attract some drinkers that don't typically like beer that will sip this and enjoy it. So I'd like it. Again, Raddlers and things that are shying away from beer when I want a beer is not really what I'm looking for. I'm still looking for some sort of beer quality. Harder to find in this one. But it is good, I will say. You have to like a little bit of sweet, kind of florally citrus, which again, it's the grapefruit predominantly. That's what we're getting here. Blends very well. Yeah, I mean, the more I drink it, I can feel like there's a little bit of that hoppy quality underneath everything. It feels like there's a little bit of that malty body underneath everything. It's heavier. It just feels, again, I'm going to say just like a fountain drink, grapefruit soda fountain drink. So, rating, it's not bad. It's good if you're not looking for a beer. But for me, it's novelty. It's one and done. It's not something I'm gonna go back and grab multiple times, but if you're not like me, you may very well like this. I just like beer, so that's my thing. Cool hybrid thing here. Cool drink, cool fountain style drink. Pop, whatever you want to say. 3.6 out of 5. Like, I'm trying to be respectful. It's not a bad drink. It's a good beverage, and that's what I'm gonna call it. It's a beverage. It's not a beer. So, Oddside Citra Raddler, 3.6 out of 5 for me, and it is what it is. It's Poor Michigan Reviews, Poor Michigan Beer, guys. Till next time, cheers, pros, yamas, yeah.